Hey guys, this is Josh. So, whoops. I'm recording in my car right now, as I think you guys can tell. Hopefully the audio comes out alright on this. If it does, then you guys are seeing it right now on YouTube. If not, then, well, you guys aren't. So, I was asked by a viewer on one of my previous videos, I think it was on A New Hope, the Wonder Woman and Justice League trailer discussion or reviews, by a viewer named Alias 1495. I do believe that's the one. So that viewer asked me to do a review for the now released Suicide Squad movie, and I was actually kind of debating whether to do an actual review in my apartment or do like a little first thoughts video right after the movie, which I'm going to see right now. So, and I actually decided, because I saw a few YouTubers do something like this, not too many, I haven't seen it in very many places, but they discuss the movie beforehand in their vehicles on the way to the theater, discussing before and after what they think, what could happen in the movie, and then, sorry, a little harsh, and then right after the movie they discuss what they thought about it. Not really getting into much spoilers or anything, but just full on discussing it. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. Hopefully it works out, hopefully you guys like it, and if not, well, I just might try again with a bit different format of the same style. So, well, I guess for the Suicide Squad, I've been hearing a lot of mixed reviews, a lot of people saying, a lot of actual critics saying it was a terrible abomination. It's now, what, I think 29% on Rotten Tomatoes. Screw the critics. I don't care what the critics say. I'm a DC fan, I'm a Marvel fan, I'm a comic book fan, I'm an anime fan. I'm not really much of a gaming fan, but I enjoy games too. So I don't care what the critics say. I'm going to watch this movie. I think it's going to be a pretty good movie. I've heard a lot of fans that went to see it last night and early screenings in Europe and over there in England and LA say that it was amazing. I heard Jeremy Jahns say it was absolutely amazing. I saw Chris Stuckman, he gave it a C. We'll see about that. Those are the only two guys I actually watch on YouTube for movie reviews. Those are the two movie review guys I watch on YouTube. Those are the only ones I take their expert opinion on and their fan biased opinion on. Based. Oops. And I got a bit of a wibbly wobbly tripod. Wibbly wobbly, timely wimey. Yeah, so what I'm hoping to see a good DC movie. We haven't gotten a good DC movie since The Dark Knight, really. I won't say that Batman v Superman or Man of Steel, the first one, were good by any means. They were decent in and of themselves, but Batman v Superman was in no ways a good DC movie. It was very poorly edited. The story was totally out there, and I've heard good things about the Ultimate Edition, but the studio should not have to rely on an Ultimate Edition for their movie to be good. The movie should be good in theaters. An Ultimate Edition or an Extended Edition should enhance that creativity, the greatness of the movie that we saw in a theater. For example, the Lord of the Rings trilogies. The theatrical release I thought were pretty good. I thought they were really good. I saw the extended edition, and I think those are the definitive Lord of the Rings movies. The Hobbit movies, I don't really care for the Hobbit movies. The Hobbit movies don't exist. They don't really exist for me. I'm hoping to do a review. Okay, anyways, so I'm hoping that Margot Robbie in Suicide Squad is good as Harley Quinn. I really, really hope she's good as Harley Quinn, because from what I've seen from the promotional stuff, she looks very sexualized, and that's not really what Harley Quinn is. Sure, in the Suicide Squad comic book series, she is sexualized a bit, not that much, but she has a bit of skimpy outfits. I really wanted to see on screen more of a classical Harley, or maybe even Arkham games Harley. I really enjoyed that version of Harley Quinn. Let's see, there's Will Smith is in this movie as Deadshot. I almost forgot the name. He's in it as Deadshot. The only thing I'm complaining about Will Smith as Deadshot is that his eyepiece is on the wrong eye. It's supposed to be on the right eye, but I guess maybe Will Smith is a lefty and he has to use his left eye. I don't know. If that's the reason, I don't really know if he's lefty, but if that's the reason, then I'm fine with that. I'm fine with it. I think the actual white face mask is a little putting off, but other than that, I think he looks fine. I think he'll kill it. Will Smith is an amazing actor. After Earth was a complete abomination, but still, I really enjoy just about everything Will Smith does. Jai Courtney. I absolutely do not care about Jai Courtney. He is Captain Boomerang in this iteration of Captain Boomerang. I'm hoping that he does good. I'm hoping for a better Jai Courtney performance than what we've got. Sorry if I'm all I just got a lot of pent-up frustration about some of these characters. I want to see. I actually don't know too much about a couple of characters. I don't know much about this version of Enchantress, or DC's Enchantress, El Diablo, or Slipknot. I don't know much about those three, so I'm not really going to say too much about those. I mean, El Diablo, the Diablo guy looks alright. It just looks like a guy with tattoos and can shoot out fire from his anywhere. Slipknot, I don't know much about Slipknot. Enchantress, I thought she was a pure Marvel character, and I'm pretty sure we're getting her in our Marvel Enchantress in Thor Ragnarok. So, well, actually, Thor Ragnarok / Planet Hulk. If you guys haven't heard by now, it's going to be a mix of both. But yeah, so Katana. I'm really enjoying the look of Katana. It has that feel of cosplay costume more than anything, but I really enjoyed the Katana on the Arrow show. I'm hoping I get a good Katana on this one. I saw a clip and she actually spoke Japanese. I do believe it was Japanese. Help! So yeah, I'm hoping that's pretty good. And they had an interaction between her and Rick Flag. Apparently she's not a member of the Suicide Squad. She's there as their enforcer, more or less, to kill them if things go wrong, if they try to escape or something. I think that was the general story, but yeah. Killer Croc does not look like Killer Croc. Looks like a guy who has a very bad skin disease. That is my pure and honest thought of this version of Killer Croc. If they want Killer Croc, go to the comics and get your Killer Croc. Or if you want a really good Suicide Squad movie, recommendation time. If you guys can't tell, I'm making this up as I go. This will get more refined as the weeks progress, I guess. If you guys want, recommendation time. If you guys want a really good Suicide Squad movie, Batman Assault on Arkham. That was an amazing DC animated movie. If you guys haven't seen it, it is awesome. It's based on the Arkham game style, so if you guys enjoy the Arkham games, it's that style. And I can't remember when it's placed in the games. I think it was before Arkham Asylum, I think. Don't quote me on that, but yeah. So if you guys haven't figured, so if you guys haven't figured it out yet by now, the villain of the movie, at least from what they're showing from the trailers, which isn't very much, is that it's gonna be Enchantress and maybe some other guy. I don't know. But yeah, I'm really hoping this is a good DC movie, because the DC cinematic universe has been very lackluster, to say the least. Man of Steel was decent for being a Superman origin movie. I mean, start off with Zod and his compatriots. Not really that good of a villain, really, but he was in Superman 2, I do believe, the original one. But I mean, they could have started off with Brainiac, which actually probably would have been better. At least they didn't start off with Lex Luthor again, like the first one, the very first Superman movie and the Superman Returns movie did. At least they didn't do Lex Luthor. But they brought in Lex Luthor for Batman v Superman, and he was a terrible Lex Luthor, even though it was Alexander Jr. Still, I don't care for Jesse Eisenberg as Lex Luthor. Okay, I'm almost to the theater now. Let's see, it took me about 11 minutes, almost 10 minutes to get to the theater range. Any final thoughts? I've been hearing the editing and the story is meh, and it's more action-based. I mean, I'm perfectly fine with that. I would have been a lot more okay if it was a rated R DC movie, because in the comics, the Suicide Squad is not really PG-13. They're not really that family-friendly. In the New 52 version, they have King Shark, and he bites off people's heads. He kills a lot of people. It's really gruesome. So, we shall see. We shall see what Killer Croc does, because in the comics, they go of a mix of he's a bad guy, and then a mix on the other scale that he's just a guy who has a bad skin disease that makes him look like an actual human crocodile, and he's living in the sewers, and he's looking out for the kids who don't have homes. And I really enjoyed that side of Killer Croc. It doesn't make him a killer. It makes him more of a misunderstood guy. So we'll see what we get. We will see what we get. Okay, I'm here at the theater now. Oops, a little too far. Okay, I'm here at the theater. We're about to go in. I'm gonna stop the recording and I'm gonna stop talking. So I will see you guys in a bit. I will let you guys know on my way back to my apartment what I think about this movie. If you guys should see it, or in theaters, matinee, weekend release, you should see it at a regular pricing time. I don't know what it is, $7, $9, $8, $9, $10, $15. I don't know what it is, but I'll let you guys know. See if you should see it in the theaters or buy it on Blu-ray and DVD. At least DVD anymore. People don't have Blu-ray players, that's why. Okay, see you in a bit. Okay, so I just finished the movie. Thoughts on it? First thoughts. Wow, was it whoops, going down. I got a bit of a wibbly-wobbly tripod, like I said before. So yeah, first thoughts on the Suicide Squad movie. Really trippy show. At least the opening and ending intro and outro were very triplicious. That's not a word. Triplicious is now a word. Yeah. You thought it was gonna be an acid trip? Not really. Just the opening intro and ending outro was kind of that crazy montage stuff. But yeah, I loved it. I loved it. I really did. I really do enjoy this movie. It was... Sorry about that. I had to cut that out. My tripod just... Woohoo! Okay, so... What people are saying about the movie, that it's total garbage. The plot is totally unfollowable. Everyone in the movie is just terrible. that's complete garbage. That right there is complete garbage. All those reviews are just fake as crap. The characters, the actors did a phenomenal job for what they were trying to accomplish. This is Suicide Squad. The movie is basically DC's Guardians of the Galaxy. Really, it works for what it's trying to do, because it's basically this movie, you are rooting for the bad guys. That is what you are supposed to be doing. In this movie, David Ayer is the guy who directed and wrote most of the movie, so or wrote at least all of it, I think. So he did I can't remember what he did. End of Watch, I don't think I've seen that one, but I've heard he's a really good director, really good writer. He has his ups and downs, but still, I think it was a really good job for this type of movie, because really haven't had this type of movie ever. You are rooting for the bad guys. So yeah, I thought this was an amazing movie. Definitely see it in theaters at least once or twice. Definitely buy it on Blu-ray too. This is the best DC cinematic universe movie we've ever gotten so far. I'm still waiting on Wonder Woman and the Justice League movie, which I hope to honest God that they will be as good as Suicide Squad or better. I'm really hoping. Justice League is so good. I'm just really excited for these next few DC movies. And in front of this movie, they played the Wonder Woman trailer. The Justice League footage that we were shown at Comic-Con isn't an actual full-on trailer, so they didn't show that. It wasn't complete from what I heard. So yeah, let's get into some of the characters. I thought Will Smith did a damn good job as Floyd Lawton, as Deadshot. Again, he killed puns. He killed the actor. He killed the character right off the bat. I think Will Smith is gold for comics. He is absolutely spot on for Deadshot. Harley Quinn, Margot Robbie was great as she was great as Harley Quinn. I did not think I would enjoy her as much as I did. Jared Leto as Joker. The one complaint I have about this Joker, he's in it for maybe 8 to 10 minutes of this 2-hour movie. He is not the main villain. He's more of a side character, guys. I'm really looking forward to seeing Jared Leto's Joker in the Batman movies, in future DC movies. That is how much I am excited for Jared Leto's Joker. He is not Heath Ledger's Joker. He is not Nicholas... why am I forgetting his name? He's not Jack Nicholson's Joker. That's the name. He's not Jack Nicholson's Joker. Kind of a mix of both. He's kind of a mix of both those characters, yet still putting his own twist on it. Okay, so Jai Courtney. At the beginning of this video, I said I hate Jai Courtney. I don't think will ever be good. I think he did a really good job as Captain Boomerang. As well with another character I thought I would not enjoy. Killer Croc was amazing. Now, the one thing that I will have to say I did not agree with, and the tripod's going down again. The one thing I say that I will not agree with the production team, I don't think they did a good enough job on his prosthetic, because I think that is prosthetic. I think either the animation studio or whoever does that post-production could have beefed him up a bit more. That head just did not fit with that skinny body, and it was pretty skinny for how bulky or how not bulky he was. I think they could have done a bit better job with Killer Croc. Maybe put a bit more production getting a beefier guy. I think they could have got a beefier guy for Killer Croc, because it looked like it was too much head for... Stop it! It looked like Killer Croc had a much bigger head than what... I don't know what I'm saying. I don't know what I'm trying to say. His head was too damn big for his body, for his small-ass body. That's what I'm saying. Katana. I enjoyed Katana. She mostly spoke in Japanese. I do believe that is Japanese when she was speaking. She pulled the character off great. The actress, I don't know who the actress's name is. I'm not really good at this remembering actors' names very much besides the A-list actors. Maybe B-list actors. And, man, I just really am excited for the future DC movies. I really am. Okay, so let's get into some very mild spoilers. There is an after-credit scene. DC is starting to go into the Marvel post-credit scene route. I enjoyed the post-credit scene very much. It gave us a bit more depth into the look of the relationship between certain characters, and I'll just leave it at that. And it did get into comic book canon. It really did, or at least comic book television canon. Stay. So I really enjoyed that. They did bring in another Justice League member. I don't know if you guys heard it. If you guys know who the comic book, if you guys know who the Justice League character is that they brought in as a side little cameo thing, that person was pretty cool. He was pretty cool. I said he, so that guy was pretty cool in what he did. It was nice to see him again. So, really, overall, I really can't spoil. I don't want to spoil this as much as I want to. Yes, yeah, Enchantress was the villain. That wasn't really much of a spoiler. We kind of got a rumor and semi-spoiler about that. Yes, she was the villain. The secondary, there was another character who was sort of a henchman villain. I don't really know who that character is in the DC comic books, but there was another person helping her out. So, yeah, it was really interesting. I loved El Diablo. I really did. I think he really grew on me as the film ended. He has an amazing scene that really made him stand out. Now, character development. People are saying that the studio doesn't give enough time for every character to be fleshed out, because we are going to have to compare this movie to Guardians of the Galaxy. They gave those characters, Star-Lord, Groot, Rocket, Gamora, they gave them, and Drax as well, they gave them quite a good backstory without giving them a lot of flashbacks or really pushing their backstory to the forefront. They gave us a good backstory while still telling the main story. They do give us a lot of backstory for mainly they give us backstories for Deadshot and Harley Quinn. Those are the two really big backstories that you see. They give us backstories to El Diablo as well as Slipshot a little bit. They don't really give us a backstory to Killer Croc, because you don't really need much of a backstory for Killer Croc. And Slipknot, they don't give us a backstory for Slipknot because you'll see why in the movie. A little disappointed on that, still. I think they could have eased up on the backstory for Deadshot and Harley Quinn a little, just a little, and given maybe a minute or two more screen time for El Diablo and Captain Boomerang, maybe Killer Croc as well. But yeah, I thought the characters were really fleshed out. You do feel for the characters. You feel for Harley Quinn, you feel for Deadshot, mostly those two. You really feel during the third act for El Diablo. You really do. really do. It really hits home. So yeah, I think this movie is definitely worth watching in theaters, matinee, or during the regular nighttime events. Either one's fine. I went to the matinee. I just wanted to save a bit of money because I'm more or less nearly broke, but still. I really enjoyed this movie. I think you guys will really enjoy it. Let's get into a few things that I thought hurt the movie a bit, just a little bit. I still think this is a damn good movie. It's really definitely worth watching in theaters. Some of the things that I think hurt this movie is that there were moments in this movie that I thought could have used a bit more and could have used a bit less. And then there were scenes that I felt that there were scenes that were taken out, and then I thought there were scenes that were completely missing. Because there was one or two scenes in the trailers where Joker's petting some guy on the cheek saying, "I'm going to show you my toys," and that was left out of the movie. Little spoiler, that was left out of the movie. I don't know, I think there's a lot more to see of the Joker in the deleted scenes. I think there are going to be a lot of deleted scenes. Hopefully there's about 20 minutes more of deleted scenes. I doubt we'll ever get 20 minutes of deleted scenes in the bonus features, but it's my hope. So Amanda Waller was really good. Viola Davis killed it as Amanda Waller. I think she is one badass girl. As Deadshot said in the movie, that is one mean lady. Oh man, she is mean as hell, and she pulls off the character perfectly. Really does. She doesn't have to be fat, people. Amanda Waller does not have to be fat. Viola Davis knocks it out of the ballpark with this. She really does. Okay, so really that's really all I can tell you guys without spoiling the movie. And there isn't that much to be spoiled about. The plot was pretty easy to follow, at least for me. I don't know if it'll be that way with everyone. It was a really good movie. I thought it was great. Definitely the best DC Cinematic Universe movie I've seen. I think we're probably gonna get an extended edition for this movie. But yeah, like I said in the beginning of the movie, or in the beginning of this video, a movie can't solely rely on an extended edition, and I don't think this one does. I think it works very well as a standalone theatrical release, very well. So yeah, there's that. So let me see. For my rating, I would guess I would give it 7.5 out of 10. I'll give it a 7.5 out of 10. It needed work. It needed a lot of work, but for what they gave us, it was a really good movie. Okay, so that's all I have for you guys now. I'm gonna be editing this, and hopefully it'll come out pretty well. Hopefully you guys enjoy this. If so, I'll probably try to do more of this whenever I go to movies. So it'll probably be easier for me, instead of having to set it up at my apartment and trying to write things down, just getting it all out in the beginning and at the end. So hopefully you guys enjoy this. Until next time, I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.